Thank you, everybody, for coming to the Aaron Torres Podcast YouTube page. If you could do me a quick favor, see that little subscribe button at the bottom of your screen? Go ahead, click that subscribe button. Really does help our channel grow, our audience grow, and I really do appreciate it more than you know. So click that subscribe button. Appreciate your support. Now, here's the video that you came here for. All right, everybody. I'm back. Gonna be back. Want to do some immediate reaction to the Texas A&M Florida game. And how about this? I'm not even waiting until the game goes final to do some instant reaction. Now, part of it is I got to head in and do Fox Sports Radio Saturday night, 11 p.m. Eastern. It's about 8 Eastern now as I am recording here. But I also didn't need to wait until the game goes final because Texas A&M has not won a road game since 2021. They go into the swamp. They dominate. They kick the crap out of Florida. As I'm recording here, it is 33-14. It is ugly. Credit Texas A&M. But the story here, bottom line, is the Florida Gators. Another not only disappointing loss for Billy Napier and the Gators, but a frustrating loss in the manner in which he used his quarterbacks, in the manner in which the entire game unfolded. And listen, I'm not a guy that wants everybody fired at a moment's notice, this and that. But this Billy Napier era is an embarrassment, and I just don't know how much longer it can keep going on. So let's go ahead and get into this game. And I think the most disappointing part for me as a guy who, listen, I did not go to an SEC school. For people who are new to this channel, I went to UConn, okay? So I have no bias in how, I cover this stuff, unless the Huskies are playing, but that's another conversation, okay? But I bring it up because you want, in a moment like this, you want to give all the credit in the world to Texas A&M. They are a team that, as I said, they have gone through their own turmoil over the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years, okay? They haven't won a true road game since 2021. Then you find out right before kick, that SEC injury report comes out a few days ago. Connor Wigman, he's questionable. We don't know if he's going to play. Turns out that he doesn't play at all. Marcel Reed comes in, and this kid, to his credit, looks awesome, okay? He's running the ball. He's throwing the ball. He's confident. And so Texas A&M gets their first SEC win first road win, in basically 3 calendar years with a backup quarterback against a team that absolutely could not lose this game. And you wish that you could spend more time talking about the Texas A&M perspective. But we can't do it, not because Texas A&M doesn't deserve it, not because Mike Elko for at least one day looks 100% like the right man for that A&M job, because the story of this game is Florida. Listen, we talked about it after the Miami game. It's not when you're the Gators that you can't lose, even though it's kind of that you can't lose. It's that you can't lose in the manner that you're doing, the manner that you're losing. Go back to week 1, Miami, you're at home. Mario Cristobal, also a third-year head coach, also trying to get his footing, has had, Mario Cristobal was good last year, but not great. And they come in and absolutely kick your butt in the swamp in a game where, to the credit of Florida fans, they were fired up, they were ready to go, they were loud, it was hot, and you just simply had no answer. So to have that happen, then to come back 2 weeks later, to have a situation where the fan base has a little bit of excitement because of DJ Lagway last week, and to lay an egg, to crap the bed in the manner in which you did, it is so bad, it is so embarrassing. And here is the other thing. It was actually somewhat avoidable going into this game, right? So if you're following this channel, and if you're not subscribed, make sure to do so, okay? But if you're not subscribed, we've talked about it all week, is that in my opinion, there were several options for Billy Napier, and I think he just chose the worst one, which is a theme of his tenure, right? I thought DJ Lagway, looked awesome against Samford. That goes without saying. But at the same time, when you go back to last week, we talked about this, is if you want to be loyal to Graham Mertz, then just come out and say that. Just come out and say he's a multi-year guy. He came back. We believe in him. This is football. You don't lose a job because of an injury. And just say you want to stick with Graham Mertz. Or pull the plug and go with DJ Lagway. To me, There was one of two options. Either go with the veteran and say, sorry, the kid isn't ready, or go with the young guy because he's the guy that gives you hope. And instead, Billy Napier does this weird thing where he wants to keep playing both of them. And I know, by the way, that was the plan in the preseason. I know that is something that was expected all along. But plans change when situations and circumstances change, and circumstances have changed. One, you get embarrassed by Miami, but two, Lagway is the first piece of real hope that this program has had in a very long time, and you just ripped it away. And to make matters worse, it was how the quarterbacks were used Saturday in the swap, okay? So again, I don't think you should be rotating quarterbacks, okay? But did you see what Billy Napier did? It was absurd. You start Graham Mertz. Okay, I disagree with that, but okay, whatever. You bring in DJ Lagway for one series. Doesn't work out. You go immediately back to Graham Mertz. Graham Mertz struggles. You go to Lagway before the half, whatever. But I bring it up because here's the crazy part. You then went to Graham Mertz out of the half. He leads a touchdown drive, and you immediately go back to DJ Lagway. And so to me, listen, this isn't the preseason. This isn't the NFL. You don't get 3 weeks to figure it out. This is a college football season. The games count, and this is a big one. You can't lose this game at home. And oh, by the way, I hate to keep saying it, but that touchdown with Mertz gave the fan base a little bit of hope. Now, admittedly, he gave up a big play right after that, but it doesn't change the fact that Graham Mertz just led you down the field to open the second half. So you immediately pull the plug. You go back to Lagway, then you go back to Mertz. He throws a pick six, and then from there, the game is basically over. And so I don't blame DJ Lagway. I don't blame Graham Mertz. I blame Billy Napier because at the end of the day, there's a couple things. One, I don't care what the plan was coming into the week. It does not matter, or the season, excuse me. What matters is that, as I just said, things change, circumstances change. You need wins. This isn't the NFL. You don't get 3 preseason games to figure it out. These games count in the standings, and you have to do what's best for your football program and what's best, frankly, for your career. And so I don't want to hear that DJ's not ready. Guess what? It's the NIL era. We talked about it on Friday's show. If DJ Lagway is very likely, based on the numbers that we think we know about NIL, the second highest paid person in that football facility. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. And so because of that, I'm sorry if there was a plan. I'm sorry if you had an idea of what you wanted to do before the season, but things have changed. You got to win. And now we look at a few things. One, you look at the schedule, and we've talked about this. Where are the wins coming? I mean, I did the joke that I do every single time Florida loses, but look at the rest of the schedule. I mean, if you want to be honest, outside of Georgia, Texas, at Tennessee, LSU, Ole Miss, schedule actually, lightens up from here a little bit, right? That's sarcasm. It wasn't good. Forgive me, Gators fans. I know you're mad. I know you're in no mood for sarcasm, okay? But at the same time, the schedule is so tough. Where are the wins? Central Florida, not a guarantee. People got mad at me because I said Mississippi State. I don't those cowbells, Jeff Lebby's team can put up points. You feel confident that this Gators team is going into that stadium and getting a win? And so when I look at Billy Napier, listen, I'm not Mr. Fire everybody all the time, but name me a place right now that Florida is better today than where he took over, except maybe at the backup quarterback position, the guy that you're not playing. It's funny, like you look at some of these other schools, there are teams that are up and down, peaks and valleys, whatever, but look at LSU. At least their wide receiver room is good. Look at Texas A&M. At least that offensive line was able to block on Saturday. What does Florida do well? They can't pass the ball. They can't run the ball. They can't block. They can't tackle. They don't play defense. I get that sometimes you get a bad break here, tip pass from Graham Mertz, whatever. But this is on Billy Napier. It's not only that you're losing. It's that you're losing without a plan. It's that you're losing without any semblance of taking steps forward. And here's the crazy part. It is only going to get tougher from here. So I don't know what the future is for Billy Napier, but whatever happens, whether he's gone after this week, whether he's gone in a month, whether he's gone in December, he has nobody to blame but himself. But forget all the stuff leading up to Saturday, and it was bad. You had an easy decision to make. Start the kid, you don't, and now you get punked at home by Texas A&M. It looks like this team has quit on you, and you got to pull the plug. Got to make a decision. It's either Mertz or Lagway. It's bad. It's embarrassing. I'm not even a Gators fan. Apologize for ranting and raving, but had to get this out here. If you enjoyed this video, or if you didn't, if you're an angry Gators fan, make sure that you subscribe to the Aaron Torres YouTube feed. New clips, new videos going up every single day. And of course, full episodes every Monday, Sunday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night. Appreciate your support. We'll be back with a full episode on Sunday. Make sure to subscribe.